Today I'm going to give an overview of mercantilism. What are the main goals of this school of thought? How do they achieve these goals? And then I'm going to finish up with what one of the major critiques of this school of thought was. Mercantilism was a popular school of thought in Europe from the 16th to the 18th century. The idea of mercantilism was that a country could become wealthy and powerful through the production and exportation of finished goods. Wealth was classified by the stockpiling of gold and silver, and this was done through a trade surplus. Therefore, countries had to export more than they imported, and in this sense, it was a bit of a zero-sum game, as countries were gaining at the expense of other countries. The keys to mercantilism and the tools that they used to gain their wealth through a gold and silver stockpile was a large population, strong central government, low taxes, high tariffs, nationalism, and colonization. The mercantilists believed that a larger population would increase productivity via a larger workforce. A strong central government was needed in order to regulate taxes, tariffs, and trade relations with other countries. The mercantilists believed in low taxes in order to facilitate local business and local production. High tariffs on imports served a couple of different purposes. First, it was a way for the government to generate revenue since taxes were kept low. Second, it once again helped facilitate local business and production, as it increased the price of foreign goods. All of these factors contributed to nationalism within the country. Lastly, colonization, which may have been the biggest key for mercantilism. Colonization was important because it created a source of cheap inputs in the form of raw materials for the home country. The country was then able to create finished products with very cheap inputs and therefore export them and increase their gold and silver stockpile without having to purchase materials from other countries. This also allowed them to go to war with any country that they wanted to without having a fear of being cut off. So now one of the major critiques of mercantilism was given by Adam Smith, and the major flaw that he saw with the system was the system's inefficiency. He argued that to be self-sufficient is highly inefficient. Smith argued that all countries would be better off if they engaged in free trade and every country specialized in production where it had an absolute advantage.